welcome to Who is Watching Your Social Media and Why. I love a good sleuthing moment and I love being nosy. We are going to see who's watching your social media and why. We have 4 different piles today and 4 different songs. We're gonna do like what we did in the last reading, what is it? Your Next Phase in Love. Of course, as always, I am going to do an overview shot of all the decks and the songs as well. So let's get into it. First pile, this deck, the Arcanum Tarot 9 of Cups. I said, oh, I'm not doing energy on the deck. So here's the deck and then here are the songs. I actually feel like with this one, you can see through the back. So pile 2, 5 of Pentacles, someone who feels out on the outs. And then song 2. Thumbnail. Okay. And then pile 3. Crazy with pile 3 too, because when I was shuffling, the Hanged Man came out as the main energy again. When I wasn't done shuffling at that point, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, what's up with this deck and Hanged Man so far, huh? So here is pile 3. I don't know why I wrote the 3 all the way over there. Does not matter. Oh, that's actually interesting. Number 3 and 3 of Pentacles. That's really cool, actually. Okay. And then pile 4, 10 of Wands, and I want to be a little different with how I wrote 4 today, so. Here is all the piles all laid out together with the songs. There's also archetype cards that are under the songs as well to get more info. And we're also gonna figure out what's going on in what's going on in that beautiful mind. Maybe not so beautiful for some of you. Maybe some of you just want to see. You came to the right place because I really do feel like this is going to be juicy. So, give you some time, close your eyes, tune in, ask to be shown which is for your highest and best. And without further ado, here are the readings. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the 9 of Cups Arcanum Tarot, I just realized I don't think I said any of the other tarot decks when I was showing them off, but you know what? We're here. Does not matter. The 9 of Cups, this is your reading. And also song reveals. Hey Soul Sister by Train, and then Know My Rights by Black. I call him Six Lack, but neither here nor there. I feel like someone's watching you win, and it could literally be a sister with Hey Soul Sister. I also feel like with if it don't make sense or dollars, it's kind of like someone's watching you up level your life. This could have been a sister, someone who wasn't enough, and it could even be an estranged sister too. Feels like someone that you wouldn't realize was watching your social media, even if you don't really post on social media. For some of you, you post a lot on social media, or your life is on social media, and it's almost like they're looking at you proud, but also envious, more so sad. They have a mixture of feelings, like an accumulation of feelings. It's kind of like they wonder why not them, and also I do feel like they're carrying a little bit of guilt and remorse from whatever they've done or whatever they did. 2 energy, yeah, hero, heroine. For the archetype cards, you got hero, heroine, passion for journey of personal empowerment. That's clearly whatever you did, because it's almost like 2 people who came from the same cloth ended up creating completely different art pieces, is what I'm seeing. And then saboteur highlights your fear of self-empowerment, the changes it would bring to your life. Literally, one of you self-sabotages and the other one triumphs over everything. The dog, like the animal outside. Okay. 9 of Cups, but they're clearly watching you feel like you just get win. Tell me more about who is watching pile 1. It's going right over your shoulder, whoever it is. It's not the King of Swords. This could also be, Rosie, please stop. This could also be someone who, like someone's sister is watching you. Also, someone could be watching you through a feminine account, but it's not, it's a man, like there's a man behind the account. You know what I mean? There's a man behind the account. 8 of Wands too. I do feel like they check it frequently and fast. It's like I'm in and out. And you can even feel that, please, queen. You can even feel it going in and out. Also, I do feel like when they feel envious or jealous, they're not very nice. They could reflect father energy too. Just like cold, you know? Tell me more about this. Or you feel like cold, iced out by them. High Priestess. You could have been having dreams about them more lately, or themes from childhood pertaining to them have been coming up more loud. Images of them, memories of them, people who look like them, or even wishing that you could have seen how they would have turned out if they did lean into the hero heroine energy. You know what I mean? Instead of their sabotage, especially if you tried to help them. This does feel like a very interesting dynamic. I also feel too, there could be energies around you that the way that the thing that they're saying or the way that they're talking to you reminds you of how you were treated by a sister, or even a friend who was so close to you, like a sister. 10 of Cups. I'm telling you, there's something to do with childhood energy, which makes sense because the eclipse was yesterday. We're in Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde just started today when I'm filming. So with that King of Cups under that too, it's almost like when people acted more cold because they didn't know how to help you emotionally. I do feel like a father's, complete side note deterrent, but a father's lack of empathy was rooted in the inability to process and deal with emotions, and knowing that emotions were weakness. It's almost like when they would cry, that's when they would get attacked. It's kind of what I feel like, physically attacked. And that could have been what you felt as well, because it feels like, again, two pieces cut from the same cloth making very different pieces. And I do feel like while you have come into a sense of homeostasis, if you will, pleasure, love, at least you're working for it. Again, making a lot of movement in life, a lot of stride. Let me see. Why are they watching you? I also feel too, I feel like you've been a messenger for them and you're in their dreams as well. Like, hey, come on. There's something about you, even you could be coming to them, telling them to get out of a certain relationship, to get out of, like, whenever they know they need to make a change, your presence comes to them. And like, they know they can't. And it almost feels like they turn it into feeling like, of course you can do it because you're stronger than me, or of course you can do it. It's almost like they immediately, like there's a level of comparison that turns to rejection. It's like they've constantly been seeking your approval. If you could take yourself out of the experience with them, you could see from a third person lens that they've always been seeking your approval and never feeling able to find it. And then it finally feels like it would seem like they turned to an ego, or like their ego got the best of them, but really feels like they were tired. A relationship could have gotten in the middle of you guys as well with the Lovers here. Them following certain beliefs or patterns of a partner that don't even really align with them. They could have self-sacrificed in relationships, because again, it feels like one person repeated a cycle, or it feels that way, and then another person created a completely new reality. Let me grab this deck over here. I'm still here because you can hear me. Okay. Let's see why. If it don't make sense. Also with Know My Rights by Black, it could be a thing too where you put up boundaries. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, you don't uplift me, you bring me down. And so it's very difficult to be around someone whose partner is like sucking the life out of them. No, definitely not. Spring. They could have a spring birthday, Taurus energy, Aries energy, March 20th to May 5th, May 6th to June 20th. Gemini too. They could feel like a Gemini. Why are they watching you? It's like it's like a sad, like I'm missing out. Inner child healing. What have I been saying this entire time? Glow up. I'm telling you. It's like they're looking at you proud of who you are and what you've accomplished. And then also I feel like it reflects part of them, because when they're just going through the motions or just like living their life, I feel like they always thought things would change, or they became complacent. And now it's like they recognize or realize what they could have achieved if they leaned into their own gifts more, their own inner priestess. Because I really do feel like you guys come from a lineage or a line of psychics, intuitives, wizards. You could love Harry Potter too. There's something to do with your intuitive gifts and abilities, and the all-seeing eye that plays out in your lineage. And it's like one of you, this doesn't apply to you, other energies in your family tried to shut it off, but like you can't really shut it off. All it does is shut off the light and makes the dark louder. I just feel like this King of Swords, man, feels like they have more control over them than necessary. Spiritual practices. Become aware to intuition and guides. Meditating and releasing self-limiting beliefs. Working on inner healing and issues with codependency. Also, you could have been the type to leave a relationship and it feels like they don't even know where to begin. 25, 31, 97, 1997 could be significant. 23. These all could be ages or like major events have happened. Because There's even an inner child healing. I feel like there's also something, hey, soul sister, hey, the Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Again, you highlight to them how there is no excuses. Again, you made no excuses. Your mama raised you better than that. Megan, I almost said Megan the trainer. Megan Trainer. So even then, it's like, you remind them, excuses are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. Tell me more about why they're looking at pile 1. I'm sad. I also feel like they're learning either your tips and tricks, your techniques. Magician, 4 of Wands. I also feel like you reflect 8 of Wands. Again, it comes in fast. This could have been recently too, picking up very loudly. It feels like they're looking at you, wishing that things could have been different, especially in your childhood. Also, like, part of them, especially if they do live in like the excuse state, they could be looking to you like, of course, you are going to be the one of one. You were always the favorite, like using it to further amplify their limiting beliefs or their self-talk. A lot of fire energy here. Because with the Magician, the 4 of Wands, it's almost like every time they come up with an idea, they think you'd be better at it. Or they always look to you for... Why are they looking? I'm learning. 9 of Swords. I also feel too, you're helping them kind of break out of... This is the part where I say I don't want you up stronger than I've been before. Queen of Wands, King of Cups, 5 of Swords. I also feel too, there's been a period of reflection for them to where they see, like, if they blamed you for how you spoke to them or the fights that you guys would have, or if they always lean to like blaming you, whoever they're with was worse, or like did the same thing to where it's like they also... But it's like whoever you never turn anything back on them. It feels like whoever they're with, they are the constant cause of the demise of everything that's going on, which isn't even true. But it would make sense why they're attracting that type of relationship or marriage, because this could have been a long time that you haven't spoken to this person either, because it does feel like, and maybe you could have even known the partner very well. It would make sense because of how self-deprecating they can be. I'm feeling a lot of health. Did you hear that? A lot of health too. It's like I don't even know if they're reaching out for help. That's crazy because I said health and then it says overcoming illness and negativity. They feel like they still stand like my man, divine masculine. Like they look at it like, no, they're really good for me. And it's just like, no, you know? Because I'm hearing, why are you always such a Gemini? Are you trying to run from me or all your problems? You know you can't even solve them. You don't even know yourself. They could be with a Gemini. They could be a Gemini. What more? Tell me more. Last hurrah. Tell me more. Why is pile 1 watching? Or why is pile 1 being watched? Unconventionality. You're doing it. You're killing it. You're shining. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different than others. You also, again, could be helping them a lot through what you teach. Practicing what you teach. Also, I'm healing myself through meditation and spiritual practices. It's the only way I can make myself whole. Heightened intuition. Oh, hello. Intuitive, Pisces energy, Cancer energy, Scorpio energy, Virgo energy, super intuitive too. Anyway, be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. Oh, bless your heart, divine intervention. Moonstone. You could be really drawn to Moonstone right now. Also more Cancer energy too. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to help heal and mend your heart. I kind of wonder if they're going to come to you asking you how to release something or to release someone. Also, you could refer to people as sister too, because even hey soul sister, it could go beyond like, I know it applies with the family as well as you're helping a lot of other people do what you've done, breaking out of codependent and toxic, maybe even abusive relationships. Divine intervention, God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. Because again, your energy is very much looking at it like there's no excuse. Like you're either going to let the cycle break you or you're going to break the cycle. And I even feel too, you would get so wrapped up emotionally in the emotional outpour that someone close to you had, to the point where you maybe even had to put up your own, again, boundaries and be like, I can't subject myself to this anymore. It is hurting me. watching you hurt, like, and there's nothing, and you're not, I'm trying to help you, you're not accepting this help. I have to, they're gonna learn. Let's see what's gonna happen from this. Balancing, more Libra. Oh, I can't even. Libra energy. Remorseful through actionable change, wants to undo the wrongs and do right by you. Understanding what you put in, you get out. What's gonna happen here moving forward? They're learning, someone's learning from you. Self-love, Aries. You've always been the one ghosted. Even if they pulled back, it's because they were sinking in what you were saying, even if it's been a few years. Oh, God. They had to get out of the blame energy. Even you kept going too, and you're living proof. That's the difference. You're living proof. Learning to forgive oneself and others. Yeah. That's kind of what I feel. I feel like feelings were very difficult for them. They were unable to deal with them previously. But I do feel like your energy or your presence, or even a passed on parent or a passed on loved one, is coming through to them and saying like, you need to wake up, queen. I also feel too, a lot of soul sister energies are watching you and learning and digesting and absorbing everything that you're teaching. And there are some people who feel real bad, but you know what? A self-sabotager is that, and I feel like you're here to teach them too. Like, you actually help people apply true learning, like learning their lesson, you know? So where it's like, yeah, you can apologize, but you're not letting you, we're not going to be besties ever again. You've already shown who you are. I feel like that's how you are. With family, it's different, of course, for you. Maybe not so, yeah, no, I feel like you'd be open. But like for these people, you're like, King Rocks Queen. I love you so much, pile one. I really hope this helps. Let me know if you picked any other pile, and if you made it to the end of this reading, if you tell me what pile you picked, I'll do a song from Kayleigh station for you. It's like that randomized Apple Music station, and I'll just say, what's the message for their highest mess? And then I'll call them back what the song is. So have the most beautiful day. Make sure you like and subscribe. I post new videos all the time now. I'm like, don't check the history. And follow me on TikTok. I post videos there all the time, literally every day. I post videos there every day, seriously, pretty well when I'm called to. And also look below for a personal reading. I love you so much. Have the most beautiful day. Hi, pile two. Oh my God, literally already already know this is an X. I can feel it off the bat. I know it hurts sometimes, but you'll get over it. Started playing in my head. Something you had to work to move on from, and I know moving on from things does take work, but this was like, oh, I have to literally keep myself in a regimen. I have to keep myself in a routine. It's like to the point where you got to get a rubber band and snap yourself to not, you know, to like program yourself, to Pavlov's theory, yourself into a new reality. So, oh yeah, I know it hurts sometimes, but you'll get over it. You'll find another life to live. I know that you'll get over it. Because you're gonna start hating me because I really don't feel the way I once felt about you. You could even, girl, it's not you, it's me. And sometimes that is true. Sometimes it's not you, it's the person not being enough. Hard to accept when you're in it, because it's like anyone can have motivation to become something better, but not everyone believes in themselves enough. So I really want to get into this and see who's looking at social media and why. 5 of Earth. Clearly they could have used money as a reasoning before, or even just feeling insecure, not enough, like they couldn't provide you what you're actually asking for. Just abandoned. They could have had the expectation that they would eventually be abandoned at some point, or were afraid of making you feel abandoned. Maybe they had tried one too many times to help soothe you, and it's almost like that feeling of like, I keep coming up short. I keep coming up short. It's like I literally come up short for change. Maybe you've had to literally step in and pay for them, or like, and I don't feel like you're judging them at all for it. It's just, I'm just literally seeing these things. Fear surrounding money. Also, another thing too, if they do live in lack consciousness or poverty consciousness, your energy does not, to me, or at least it's something that you're meant to learn to overcome, to lean into abundance consciousness. It just started raining. Rain could be significant. Lightning, thunderstorms could be significant. Because I'm even hearing that, Sia, all I need is one. You saying those words like you hate me now. Thunderclouds by Sia and Diplo. Or I think they're LSD or something like Labyrinth, Sia, Diplo, right? Anyway, uncertain self-employment. That's another thing too. They could have been like always odd jobs, or even their way of making money could have been like, where'd you get that? Something just feels a little bit conspicuous. Is that the word? I don't know. I'll figure it out later probably. Oh, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups. They could have gone through an up level or an incline. Okay, those like came out there. A new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities. What the fuck? You know what it kind of feels like? Sorry. You know what it kind of feels like? It feels like it's as if they were like, they weren't working with you to make something work anymore. And so you're like, okay, bye. And then it's been months or it's been a while. It's been a while. Or it's felt like the longest you've ever gone without speaking to them. And now it suddenly feels like they're like, no matter what, I have to make this work. I can't let this go. And you're like, what? Are we on the same planet? Because you did let this go, queen. Even if they're a king. You're like, I just love calling people queen because it's such a vibe. Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Isn't that weird how it moves from, and I feel like I know this is you, uncertain self-employment to successful self-employment. Page of Air, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. I feel like one of their biggest fears I'm hearing is losing you. In this song, I don't want to lose you, but if I don't, I'm gonna lose myself. I'm gonna lose myself. So that's also, they didn't want you to lose yourself. And also then they have a lot of deflection in their energy where it's like they're painting it under the guise of thinking of you, but it's cowardly still because they should have shown up differently if they really cared. I don't know. I know it ended up working in your favor because I do feel like you're thriving or going to continue to thrive or start thriving and living your life. And I definitely feel like it would have been the type of relationship where you sat around waiting for things to change or waiting for them to come home, or like, it just feels like you're able to be free and live now. So let's actually get into the song. I Knew It, I Know You, Gracie Abrams, and Water Under the Bridge, Adele. You may have already forgiven them, and that could also be a reason why they do feel this change of heart, because it feels like the image of you or the thought of you is painful for a long time, because like they carried a lot of blame, as they should, and I feel like they still do, but now it feels like there's an energy shift in them to where like, I can't let this go. And that's how it works. It's how you get the girl. But they already, you feel, because I'm like, I would be concerned to see how you would respond to it. And you feel like you would approach it like a new thing, but you'd also let it, you also know, like, fool me one time, shame on you, fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. You also know there's an energy behind it to where it's like, because I do feel like they are going to make a move forward, or they're going to use other people or prod through other people to know when the right time is. I feel damsel, pioneer, student. I also feel too there's part of them that liked feeling like they were saving you from something or helping you through something, and then maybe you realized how powerful and important you were, or your soul was, or you remembered who you were. You know, it's like the kind of person who's so focused on themselves, they don't see you in the light that you truly are, because they're not really getting to know you, or it's like they think they're above you. And I don't feel like they realized exactly who they were with, because you're not a damsel, just because I feel like how you approached them or how you dealt with them was very different than how you were with other people, but they didn't know that because they were in the experience with you, meaning they may have thought they were farther ahead in career. But again, they're weird with career. It's bizarre. It almost feels like there was times where they tried to teach you things or like explain, but you're like, do you even know me? Because I already passed that point. Like, what? Why are you explaining this to me? Because what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is when I dated this guy, and my mom is already, you know what I mean? Like, there's already a certain level that we've achieved. And he was making it seem like we were just starting brand new. And I was like, what are you talking? He's like, oh yeah, I remember that phase. You're going to be fine in 4 years. I'm like, are you, is you cool? Do you know who you're with right now? Like, I'm really confused. Like, that's how it was. And I mean, yeah, maybe it's a little hit to the ego sometimes. But again, I definitely feel like they viewed you as a damsel in distress until you, or like a student, or like learning, or I don't know. But more so you're just intrigued by them. You wanted them to feel supported is what it feels. If you're going to let me down gently. Don't pretend that you don't want me. Our love ain't water under the bridge. I feel like that's what they're saying. And in your mind, you're like, no, we're good. You were right. I feel like the worst thing you could ever say to them is you were right. The greatest gift you've ever given me is letting me go. What? Who is stalking? Stalking? This is someone that you know that you met for a reason. There was no accident that you met each other. I swear to God, I haven't thought of you in ages. I'm on the ground. How's the weather on your planet? An empty crowd. The noise is loud. That's how you stand it. They could escape. They could escape a lot. Impossible to avoid. Big impact on your future. Questions your belief system. Important life-altering event. I feel like this person came in clutch with all of the events that made you kind of shift everything. But you know what? It pushed you into being your 9 of Pentacles. Self-sufficient, beautiful, ethereal, lucrative, opulent, amazing, sensual. Like, this is a very, very, very beautiful energy. Coyotes are significant. Unicorns, lions. You could have Leo energy, Virgo energy, even air energy too. They could also be an air sign or have air energy. You also could have Libra placements too with the damsel. What I'm getting is like, I love Pisces, Venus, you know, like very Venusian, but not weak. Like, let's not get it twisted. Winter energy significant. Again, Aquarius energy could be significant with the air. December 22nd to February 6th, February 7th to March 19th. I wonder if something happened around that time. Okay, let's see. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew. I can't explain how I felt, but I knew I was meant to find you. I feel like there's this weird impulsive feeling that they felt like they had to leave you, because I feel like their mind is so scrambled most of the time. That's why they try to like numb it or suppress it and silence it so they don't have to think about everything that's like going kind of haywire. Libra. Romantic, charming, diplomatic, fair. I know I acted as if I couldn't make up my mind about our relationship, but it was really because I was scared of hurting you and you hurting me. Why are they watching? Again, I said stalking, so I do feel like they're like watching you a lot. Outer turmoil. I almost feel like it's oddly enough like a safe place watching you. Or it like brings, because I feel like you brought them a lot of peace, a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of prosperity in your own, because that's just who you are energetically. Like, you just are a high vibrational, beautiful little angel being. And it feels like getting lost, because when people around you is like they get lost in a different reality in the best way. Like, it's almost like hope is reborn. They're filled with life again. Like, you just have a very, very, very full, abundant, beautiful cup. And to me, it feels like, especially with mirroring nature, I do feel like it's almost like there's a lot actually like on a soul level. They keep checking in on you to reflect to themselves what they've done, like to wake up a little bit. Magical and powerful. I feel like this color in life kind of dissipated when you left, or like the magic, the mysticism, the manifestation, like you really are a fucking good luck charm. Like, you are a magnet because you believe in yourself. I keep looking at a new person enters your life, a relationship begins, a new phase, heightened psychic abilities. I also feel too that they're like picking up on you psychically or sending signals to you psychically. And also you may be, everyone can probably feel in the ethers that you're about to get into a new commitment. And their physical world is filled with chaos, confusion, and destruction. Why are they watching Pile 2? Again, you feel like motivation for them for some reason. Karmic partners. I know I'm settling if I'm not with you, but I feel I am stuck because I'm afraid of change. I'm used to what I have, even if it's not enough for me. I'm working on feeling deserving of you. Could be a business partner that they have too. They also could just genuinely feel like they can't give you what you deserve. Because if you are, the fact that you are so incredible and they don't feel enough, they have the 5 of Pentacles energy off the bat, they were gonna ruin it. No matter what you tried to do or help them with, they never felt enough. Virgo, that's what I said. Oh, there's a feather floating around outside. Aw. Your wish is my command is what I'm hearing. You could have also shown them the secret. I had my life all planned out, focusing on my 5-year plan, but then I met you and everything changed. I didn't know how to rearrange my life for you. I should have learned to compromise. What do they wish they could do different now? What do they wish now? What do they want to accomplish now? I feel like there's a lot of moments that they want to share with you. There's something so glitter and gold in my eyes now. What I broke and I fell apart in a foreign place, and now all I want to do is find my way back to you because I miss me too. So it's like they didn't feel them unless they were with you. And I feel like their life moved so fast. So before, like, they thought like, oh, I'll just be able to move through it. Like, this is what I gotta do, this is what I gotta do. But they knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I feel like there was nothing else they could have done about it. But there was, but this is just their mindset, their mentality. And so now, especially with the juggling, I feel like they were pulled in a lot of different places. They're not very good at speaking up for themselves. You see, they also could have been carrying a lie and they didn't want to carry it anymore. You probably could have found them out on a lot of things, and they probably just couldn't keep up with appearances either. Like, they pretended to be someone that they wish they could be to be with you. It's like they embodied parts of their highest self while they were with you, because that's what you bring out in people, but they can't sustain it. You know, like, that's an energy that you have to match. It's not going to bring itself down to find you. You have to hit it and achieve it and keep choosing it, you know, until you learn how to master what it feels like to be in it. And yeah, even then when I'm with you, I feel complete. I feel as if I won the best prize of all. I feel like also you look good next to them, or you made them look better with the courage too. Leo energy is also significant too. These also could be time periods of your guys' life. Actions do not match with their words. Living a lie and won't even admit it to themselves. Pretend their feelings for you do not exist and is dismissive. The hell? Let's see. What's gonna happen moving forward? What are we gonna do moving forward? I just saw the love spell flipped around, so they could feel like, well, I'll wish for them back, and if they don't come back, I'll take it as a sign. Sexuality, someone is still figuring themselves out. They could literally still be figuring themselves out, fire sign too. Or they could also be like, they could be experimenting, you know, or even you could too. Let go, make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Gambling, problems with addictions or gambling, bad finances. Bad finance. They're just really bad at, see, this is the thing. If they're bad at making investments, of course, if you're a worthy investment, they're not going to make it because they don't know how to make good investments. You know? They feel codependent too. And then moving, change in residence. I feel like this kind of was divine intervention, honestly. Environment, yeah, one of, or both of you could have moved, or they could love nature. Why are they looking at your social media? Karmic completion, effort. Part of them may not believe that it's actually over either, so watching you makes them feel still connected to you. Because again, it's like, I'm only me when I'm with you. Domestic harmony. It's like, even when the relationship was ending, these were all things that they knew. It's not like they were looking at you like you brought so much chaos to their life. Even if they project that while in the relationship, they're karmic. They're a karmic energy. Like, so they bring karmic energy to even, you know, I do feel like they came into your life for a reason though. A very spiritual connection. Synchronicity, timeout. Rebirth. What do they think is going to happen moving forward? What do they want to happen moving forward? Find my way back to you. But patience, financial discipline, self-love. They may feel like they need new beginnings. Intuition. It's like they'd rather just live with this ache. It's bizarre. I don't like it. It's like they'd rather live with an ache because that's how they are. Honestly, I kind of feel like they were somewhat in a depressive energy before you even met them, and you brought them happiness, and you cannot be. No one can ever be anyone's source of anything. No, they can't. It won't sustain. Like, no. It's messy. Which is why it feels like they're more accustomed. Like, you're just now amplifying what they already felt before because they didn't do the inner work to heal what they had felt before, even to come into realizing that they were worthy of a loving experience or an open-hearted bond they had been wishing for. These soul lessons are learned never in the same way twice. You know what I mean? And it can be intense learning or it can be easy, and it's all up to the individual. Even when you wish it could be easy, sometimes it's hard. Like maybe it was hard for you to let go too. But again, like you really thought you would get what you wanted. Even at the end of I Knew It, I Know You, how the song just shifts, you know? How it moves from being one energy. Yeah. The best thing that you can do is know that there's better, especially with that the new person enters your life, and then enjoying life's luxuries. Their karma and their great escape is watching you win it all. It's kind of sad, karmic partners. It's kind of sad, actually. I know I'm settling if I'm not with you, but I feel stuck, so I'm afraid of change. I'm used to what I have, even if it's not enough for me. I'm working at feeling deserving for you. Of you, I mean. They test us in our understanding of love and relationships. It's really what I feel like, especially with karmic completion, karmic partners. This was a karmic experience for you to have everything that you could have wanted. They filled their side of the role, and you fulfilled yours too. And you still are on a soul level every day. And this is a temporary life experience, you know? Like, all in all, we will reunite with these people again on a soul level. And sometimes, like, the people who choose to play the role that hurts us for our own benefit, it's hard for them, you know? So there's definitely, also they could have, again, struggled with addictions, and there's a lot of things that, yes, you may feel like you could have been okay with, but you weren't meant to live a life that they would have been able to give you. You're meant for more than that. So, especially with let go. It feels like they've again, gambling too. You deserve more. And even when they do reappear, it's probably going to be an opportunity for you to recognize that you have the choice, and the choice to choose yourself is easier than you ever thought it would be. Their energy's heavy. I don't know how you even slept next to them, honestly. I feel like, whether you can see it or not, it's like I feel like when I leave their house or leave their side, like I'm drained. I don't have the energy to do. They suck the life out of me is what it feels like. Like they feel just like so sad. Like, but then they feel nothing. But then they feel anger. They definitely, like, I really hope they do find healing. You know, I love you so much, Pile 2. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like. I post new videos all the time. And let me know what kind of video you'd like. Also, if you comment what pile you chose, I'll do a song for you. So you'll get your own personal song in the comments. Love you. And follow me on TikTok too. I post videos there all the time. But you probably came from TikTok, so see you there. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We're going to see who's been keeping an eye on your social media and why. I feel very excited. I never thought that I could love you more, love you more. It was playing in my head over and over and over again as I was coming to film this, because I did take a little break. I took a sacred vision thing. That also could be symbolic too. Starting something, taking a break, still tending to your own thing, and knowing that you'll get back to it later. That could be something to do. Like, we met once, we met twice. We met once, we met twice, we met thrice, and then it becomes something more. So feels like that. With the Three of Pentacles being the main energy, you could have met them through school, through work, or through a mutual friend or someone working to put you guys together. I really do feel like this is similar hobbies. You could even have been doing something collectively. That's how you met, through like-minded organizations. Like-minded organizations is what I keep hearing. Let's see the songs. Bodies by the Knox. When I feel that 808 go, 80808. My bodies, warm bodies in the basement. You could have met them at a party. You could have met them late at night. Also, you being in your own zone. You could be a dancer. You could have met them through dance. They could love to dance too. I feel like more so there's a mutual joining on something and then taking it from there. But I do feel like there's interest, and I do feel like this has a potential to go to the distance if it's not already. For some of you, your significant other is watching your social media, or your potential almost significant other is watching your social media. Do You Want Me by Joel Corey also. So, do you want me, baby? Because I think I want you to. I feel like you guys are very similar in the most beautiful ways, and you bring out a lot of fun, but also sensuality and flow. There feels like there's no pressure. I don't feel like I have to rush the process when I'm around them or with them too. Like once, it almost feels like everything kind of surrendered. It became still or very beautiful. Once it's like this reassurance where I know, like, okay, I can let this play out how it's meant to. I don't feel like I have to rush, because sometimes it's like, even when we've been in relationships where we feel like we always want to be around them, or we become so codependent, because we subconsciously know that we have a limited time, you know what I mean? So with this, it almost feels like it brings peace instead of chaos, and I really do like it. I really do like it. So let's get into Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Also, I feel like with this, there's pure intentions as well. There's pure intention. Shapeshifter and warrior. Aww, I feel like both of you would love to hear each other's stories, and then once you know, it all clicks and they have more respect for you. It's like, you know, one of those things where it's like, never tell someone about what your exes did because they're going to repeat it. This doesn't feel like that type of person, especially because it does feel like it takes some time for the background or the backstory, your lore, to be revealed. It does feel like, but again, it does feel like, if anything, it just shows your capability to turn something out of nothing, turn nothing into something. You're following me, I pray. And with that, how powerful you really are, and how you really do have the capability, and you're wired to be a warrior no matter what happens in life. So let's see more of who's stalking your social media and why. Three of, and the sun. They could have Leo. My cat just meowed right as I said that. The sun energy, Leo energy, very playful too. I honestly feel like both of you are pretty independent, and then you come together, or one of you is independent, super independent, and it challenges the other person to be more independent, where it feels like an interdependent relationship rather than a codependent relationship. Even then, with like external noise, I know it's my cat, but still, she's like fully meowing at me. Even with external noise, you're still going to prioritize yourself first. And I feel like that's actually what you've been mastering. Even with the surrender procrastination card over here, surrender to divine timing under it, surrender your fear of intimacy. It's funny, I wasn't even going to use this deck for this reading. This is the first time I'm picking it up in pile 3. With that, I will say that it does feel like you have learned your lesson in not sacrificing parts of yourself or putting things that you know you need to get done on the back burner, and still committing to career, to yourself, to your hobbies, to your goals, to your dreams and desires, and really letting it play out. Okay, I'm gonna let her in because she's gonna go back. She was scratching at my dog from under the door. He doesn't deserve that. He already has a cone on his head. He doesn't need yet another thing. You know what I mean? 3 of Pentacles, I will say you guys worked together or worked in something together. And there's friends that I do feel like who are pushing you together, or they're friends who are either being wing woman, helping you out. There's potential that they see here, of course, and I feel like they do want to, it's taking it slow, but it's not because they don't see it going anywhere. It's just more so one or both of you is more focused on getting something done in your own lives, and not, it's like, in taking it slow, they want to do something different. They don't want to just like become balls to the wall and become like this toxic, codependent fire that grows out of control. It feels like they want to be able to tame it or manage it. 2 of Cups. I'm telling you, there's a relationship. There's a lot of cards that came out. A relationship is on their mind. 6 of Pentacles too. Again, a lot about work and even giving back. King of Swords. You know what's wild? I kind of feel like you are, because the King of Swords is in reverse too, and I don't feel like this is them. I feel like this is someone else. And I also feel too, it's more so they do not reflect to you whoever you've been with before, especially if you have been the type to go for the more recluse or stoic or emotionally unavailable types, or even if they're committed to you, it feels like they're just not what you needed. It feels like you required someone who actually was emotionally competent and had a high EQ that could actually be there for you emotionally, you know? It wasn't like I feel like in past relationships, you had to kind of keep certain parts of yourself to yourself, and kind of deal with it on your own. And I just feel like this is the type of person who's either so intuitive that they can see through it and they don't want you to have to deal with anything by yourself. That's what it really feels like, that they can tell, they can sense that you're going through something or you're feeling some type of way, and they want to kind of help you through it. Instead of feel like, oh, why are you in a bad mood? Can't we have a good day? Like, to me, I just feel like you dealt with someone who was so much more self-focused than you focused, and you deserve more than that. Okay. Excuse me, Queen. 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Fool. This is also giving like the Queen, that they're not just gonna hook up with you. That's kind of what it's giving. It's giving there's more to it than meets the eye. It's giving I actually want to see this through. I don't want to just act on impulses. There's a soul connection here for sure. Kids are involved. You could have kids. They could have kids. There's just something more to it where they're not just gonna hook up and leave, you know? They don't know what they see in it yet, but they see more. Tell me more about who's watching. Pile 3. Three of Swords. Here comes another one. I'm also hearing here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. Someone, I'm hearing we could have had it all. You're going to wish you never had met me. So I will say that you either had to go through a divorce or go through something pretty, an upheaval, if you will. Maybe even a specific time of your life was dedicated to kind of rebuilding or getting past a heartache or a heartbreak that affected you and another, maybe even children as well. Even if you're like an aunt, for example, and your nieces and nephews are like, where is he? Where? It's like everyone's kind of affected when breakups happen, you know? Especially Hierophant reverse, a commitment that fell through. Magician, Hanged Man, Temperance. Okay, a lot of major arcana, pretty much all major arcana. And the Four of Cups. I definitely feel like whoever this is was waiting on their time, or even if they met you and it was like, oh yeah, how long have you been single? And it's like, oh, da 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 da. And they're like, Or they could have known you were going through an ending. I just saw 3. It just hit me now. It could have realized that they were going through an ending as well. Or you're kind of moving, rebuilding. I feel like you've already rebuilt. It just feels like they're more so like, okay, I'll take my time. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I don't want to rush you into anything. I actually really like this person. They feel like you're the apple to my pie, you're the straw to my berry. You're the stroke to my high, you're the one I want to marry. You're the one for me, I'm the one for you. Perfect 2. I don't know if you remember that song, but who's watching? I also feel too, I still think about you when the sun comes up sometimes. I definitely feel like whoever the fallout was with, they're around, but I feel like you've done it. There's applause and cheering for an incredible job you've done for seizing them out of your life or revoking them from access to you energetically. So like, even if they are popping up, they're not. We don't talk about it for long. Courage, a lot of Leo energy, visionary. Again, you're future focused, especially now. You're really seeing beyond what takes you down. I feel like you're now you know, it's like when you get so low, you never want to get there again. So you work, you do all that you can to keep yourself high and to not, you know, dabble in unnecessary thoughts or pain bodies, or even listen to sad songs that bring you back to a time where you know how to progress forward and move forward. And I really do feel like that's a powerful gift, especially with Scorpio here. And intuitive, it's like sentimentality. I feel like there's a part of you that was so nostalgic and would look back at the past too much, and it feels like it took away from your present moment. And you're like, I can't do that anymore. I need to focus on what brings me joy rather than pain. Again, you're really powerful at weaving what you see in your mind's eye into reality. And this person recognizes that within you too. I feel like they're spiritual as well. I also feel like when I picked this up, the past life card fell under. I'm telling you, past lives are never gonna slow me down. This feels like the most beautiful pile so far, like the most genuine, the most pure. It feels like, and all I want, you are the one I have been waiting for, king of my heart, body, and soul. There's a lot about the physical body being attractive too, so maybe you even could meet them at the gym or wherever they work. You could frequent where they work. What does this person intend to do with pile 3? I was like, where did that go? Fire sign, manifest. Okay, well, definitely manifesting you. Hi, buddy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Tell the universe exactly what you want. That's another thing, too. I almost feel like they're kind of waiting for you to give the signal, especially with them showing up as a 4 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. They're really moving to whatever beat you're making. And if you're like, well, I'm kind of waiting on them to make more of a move, they're really, something has to be made clear. Because I really do feel like you guys mirror each other. I like them because they don't feel insecure. They feel very secure, very confident, and methodical, intentional with pure intent. It's methodical for everyone. Like, I feel like they're so like people oriented to where they really do care about making sure everyone is content and satisfied. It's like if you were to have a gathering or people together, they're making sure everyone is fed and hydrated and everyone has what they're looking for before they begin like a group activity. Like, that's kind of what it's giving. I'm also seeing a dance class too. Okay, let's see. I feel like even because I just like when I picked up the deck, the narcissist card came out. That's not how I feel they are, but if you have any fears of that, or if you've dealt with that, again, with surrender, procrastination, surrender to divine timing, surrender your fear of intimacy, those themes may be coming up. Because again, what I'm getting is they're not like that, but if you're afraid of that or you're projecting like it's just a matter of time, you're gonna see that even if it's not true. Like I was just saying, you're really good at making what's in your mind's eye and your reality. So it's gonna be you have to move very intentionally, I would say. someone is in the middle trying to sabotage this. I feel like X energy. I actually want to get more into that. Let me pull from here actually. This is string 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of here too. Who is in the middle? What is in the middle of this? The World, a cycle ending, Magician, the Tower. It also could have come in at a time where you're like, I just decided to be good. Sorry, she's naked. I just decided to be good. I just decided, like, this came in unexpectedly. A lot of major arcana, again, especially with the past life. I really do feel like you guys, everything's happening for a reason. I feel like it's healing your trust issues, or calling you to heal the part of you that doesn't trust that things can go right, you know, or it's like, it's just a matter of things are a ticking time bomb. What is in the middle? It's more so about who's going to take inspired action to start a new cycle, is what it feels like, and to close out an old one. If you're going to carry in the parts, because the 5 of Swords reversed and the 7 of Wands reversed, or the King of Wands, healing how you had been controlled even too, because this person doesn't feel like that. But it does feel like with that, because they're not like that, there can be a tendency for your aspects. Maybe even part of you with the Queen of Pentacles reversed doesn't feel good enough for this energy. Maybe part of you felt like accustomed to stick with what you know, even though you've healed and you know you're meant for more. There could be a part of you that was addicted to the chaos or addicted to the drama that's ready to be released. And it does feel like, and this could be a journey of self-discovery that you're on even deeper, you know, like the next stage of evolving into a new version of yourself, a new form, especially with Visionary being out. And Warrior, you know, you've just overcome something. Maybe there's a part of you that's like, I don't want to get involved in something else. At the same time, the part of you that's feeling that way is a part that's like, you're going to get hurt. You just got hurt. And I don't know if that would be the case this time. Let me see what the outcome would be. What would be the outcome? The viewer went into it. The Sun, King of Cups. Again, you could even wait till summer and just like take it how it goes. And because this is the thing, I don't want to steal your freedom. I just want to blow your mind. I don't have to make you love me. I just want to take your time. So like they just want to spend time with you. We Don't Have to Take Your Time by Sam Hunt. It feels more so like they're just going to be there for you, and then it ends up becoming something that you feel safe to entangle in. Again, it's going to feel foreign because it kind of is. Like, it's going to feel like you don't really know what to expect because it is a new experience. And it is, if you flow with it, it'll help you grow so fast, and you'll become so much more confident than you've ever been before. And I really do feel like this is an answer to your prayers. And again, there's people who desire love for years, and it just feels like it's never coming because they haven't locked into what version of them is in that relationship. So the fact that a dynamic is coming in right now, it wouldn't be coming in if it weren't. Just trust yourself, move with emotions. Even then, it could be something that you let time tell. Because like I was saying, even with them, I didn't even finish the thought. Again, there's no rush. So it's like they know that there's something about you. They know that there's something to you. Even then, fear of intimate union, the shadow side of this. Be mindful of what you project onto them. Even if you never speak it to them, just be mindful, because it may be revealing to you what you believe about people or believe about romantic partnerships or the type of partners that you attract. Especially if you're just waiting for another shoe to drop. But like they're gonna take their time with it. They're meticulous with what they invest in. And they want to, like, there's just something, I just feel like this is a soulmate type of connection. And I just feel like you're going to get to the point where you're like, okay, fuck it. I got to do what I want to do. Yeah, even because love's on the bottom of here. Environment. They might even bring out another side in you. An earth maiden side of you. Faithful and I don't like that the masquerading came out. I'm wearing a mask by appearing happy and serene in front of others. When I'm alone, I think about you and I realize I was my true authentic self when I was with you. And family ties. There could have been a part of you too that was holding on to a certain, or even guilt for, because the masquerading people are a little too close for comfort. Either they're too close to whoever you were just with, the timeline is a little too close because it does feel slightly messy. And I'm not too sure why it feels messy. It feels like also if there's a part of you that's like looking at them and feeling like they're hiding something and you're just waiting, like why do you not trust yourself enough to just be like, yeah, no, you know what I mean? There's something to do about like trusting whatever you're feeling. Just keep focused on you, because even then, like with this taking each other for granted, I feel like someone took you for granted, and maybe there's a part of you, maybe they put money above you or career above you, and there's a part of you that's like, no matter how good it is, no matter how much love is there, they're gonna choose something else. Heal the part of you that feels like abandoned or something else chosen over you, especially if it's like a justified thing. Not justified, but with the mentally materialistic coming out too, it's like money. Because someone, like this is gonna be one of those things where it's like, when you're finally moved on or in a new dynamic, that's when I just call on Archangel Michael too to protect you or surround you. Not that there's anything to be afraid of, but more so like you can call on angelic support and divine interference and assistance to shield you from having any input or output from an ex who should have known what they had while they had it, because they had more than enough time and opportunity to release it, and whatever's coming in is fate. It is destined, literally impossible to avoid, and it does feel like it comes with a new community of friends and people, and it's all in alignment with what you've been asking for and where you're going, especially with the manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. So I love you so much, pile 3. I hope you have the most beautiful time. Enjoy yourself, let yourself be courted, let yourself be loved, and do not play games either with this, I would say. Not that you would intentionally do that, but it's almost like when you've been so used to being put second, there's going to be a part of you that is inclined to make them prove themselves, or like subconsciously, you know, like show that they want to be with you, and then it can become a very slippery slope, and that can become very addictive very, very quickly. You just have to know who you are so you don't get wrapped up in their attention, you know, and then fall back into old patterns, because it's not meant to be like that with this person. If you can maintain the energy that you've become. Yes, I love that. I hope you have a beautiful day. Make sure you subscribe. I post new videos all the time now. Do not look back at my history because it's a little bit here, there, everywhere. And follow me on TikTok. I post videos there all the time too. I love you so, and I have personal readings. So if you want a personal reading, look down below. They're all there. Have the most beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Let me know what video you like next. Also, comment what pile you chose, and I'll respond with a song for you, like a channeled song. So have the most beautiful day. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. I'm so excited to see who's looking at your social media and why. Already feels a little scandalous. Already feels like some rendezvous. It feels like I'm seeing literally, and I'm also seeing the traders too. So it could be something where it's like we're the only ones who know what we're doing and everyone else has no idea. Scandalous. It could be, we're gonna get into it, okay? Okay. 10 of Wands, because it's almost like, you know, it's like when you intend for it to be like a friends with benefits type of thing, or like a situationship, and I hate that word, but we're just gonna roll with it because that's what I'm getting. And then it feels like one person or both people catches feelings, and it's like, how do we explain what we've been doing? That's kind of what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see the songs. Break My Heart by Dua Lipa. Oh, my dog just with its cone ran into the table. You okay? Mother by Charlie Puth. If your mother knew all, she'd keep me so far from you. It's almost like it could even be families introduce each other or family friends. Sweet Nothing by Calvin Harris. So I put my faith in something unknown. I'm living on such sweet nothing. Break My Heart. I should have stayed at home because I was doing better alone, but when you said hello, I knew it was the end of it all. Definitely feels like an initial, immediate, physical attraction. This could even be someone that you've seen at the gym. Like this could be a crush or someone who wants to, because it feels like very physical attraction off the jump. It feels like less emotional investment and more so like I'm physically attracted. Midas Miser, Child Divine, Child Magical, energies up. So definitely someone who can turn nothing into something, which also kind of feels like pile 3, but this feels very different at the same time. And then with Child Divine and Child Magical, definitely two very auspicious, beautiful souls coming together. Inner childs come alive. Definitely feel like you guys want to have fun. There's a lot of laughter. Like to me, it does feel like it makes sense why it's like there's like a high that comes with it. but you guys bring out the divine in each other, but more so like how it's supposed to be, you know, fun, stress-free. Though I do feel like with the Ten of Wands, it turns into something, maybe they have a little bit more interest in you than they let on. Maybe they, before they know it, catch feels. Because again, would it be a possibility? I'm trying to say what's up. It's been me for you and you for me, but maybe now it's time for us. Catching Feelings by Justin Bieber. Okay, who is watching? They feel beautiful, like physically attractive. Like I'm just like drawn into their physical. Ten of Cups, I'm telling you, mother energy, father, now family energy. Family energy has significance here. Also, you could always be with your parent. And so they're kind of like, someone's entrepreneurial too, or like just has this golden energy. You could have a golden glow to you. Someone just who's like, I can tell I'm gonna have a lot of fun with them or learn a lot from them. King of Cups too, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Tell me more. Who's watching? Next time that you see me. Four of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Ace of Wands. I really feel too like they're trying to keep quiet. I literally feel like they think you're the hottest thing ever. Hierophant. But to me, something feels like a secret. Why? Who's watching? Eight of Pentacles. Again, like working out. I'm getting heavy gym energy. Magician, Four of Cups. It's like every time they go to talk to you, I'm stalled. That could also be a theme too. In the actual dynamic, it could feel like they feel like they're too responsive to you and not as active in their own energy as they should be. Meaning it feels like there's a slight inferiority to you. Like they place you in a position of having more power than them because it feels like they look to you and your energy to make a move more than just doing it because they feel called to, which is good. At the same time, it also feels too in the actual dynamic, they could not talk as much as they should. Who is this person? Open up your heart. Both of you could actually end up catching feelings for each other without meaning to. Who is this? Who is this? Confession. Someone has something to tell you. Someone even could be telling you that they have feelings for you. It'll also be revealed whoever this person is. Either you're going to see them. There's something too about how your body responds when they're around. Like I feel like I'm pulled. Like I'm physically pulled to someone. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Manifest to the universe exactly what you want. I definitely feel like they're manifesting an opportunity. You also could be sending hearts to them because I'm hearing that one song. She put my name with yellow hearts. Her favorite color, like the stars. Again, you feel very mystical, very magical to me. Just like I'll help you remember who you are. You know, I'll show you a different side to life. Special connection with the divine now. Even with let go, I feel like they have to get out of their own way because I feel like they're kind of making this bigger than it is. Who is this? Who's watching Pile 4 social media? They could feel like a little bit bashful is what I'm hearing, like flabbergasted because they know more about you than they let on. Individuality, reversed, rebirth. Health. Again, this could be like you meet, there's something to do with their health as well. Healthy, health nut, healing. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting? Because it's almost like there's a part of you that's reflecting or picking up on their kind of unpredictable energy, not in a negative, but more so it feels like they're uncertain with what they're gonna do. So it feels like you're picking up on that too. And your energy, as long as you're saying like, unless you come after me, I'm not doing anything, that's all. Four of Cups came out, Page of Pentacles. Could be in school. They could be studying you too, trying to find a valuable opportunity to bring to you or come up. It's like they're trying to, where are my message cards when I need them? They're out there. Shoot. Two of Swords. Why are they so back and forth in their head? Because of who you're around. You could literally be around family all the time. Why are they so back and forth? Six of Wands. They might also feel too more inspired to become what they feel like you would like, especially if you go to a gym. Like they're like, okay, well maybe I need to be more fit. Again, they're looking to you to indicate what they should do. Oh, it fell. King of Wands. Thing is, they're hot too. Six of Wands, the Lovers. See, that's what the Five of Pentacles, yeah. So they are looking for something to be successful, but they know if they start it off now, they might not be in the position to be able to give you, it's like, I feel like something would have to wait. Something would have to wait. Who's watching pile 4? There's more than just one person I can feel too. You might help people heal their inner child. People are looking to you too for inspiration. Like, there's a lot of people who are looking at you too and they're like, you're just attractive. Like, I just want you. Summer. I really do feel like summer has significance. Yeah, especially with the sun too. This person feels intuitive as well. I'm not sure they know that. I don't know if they're like conscious. Self-love. Telepathic. Yes. What is this? Fateful encounter. This keeps coming out too. Oh my God. This feels like you would have had a crush on them even when you guys were kids. You know, like this feels like a true soulmate to where they've fit what you want. Like maybe even there's parts of your desires that I'm seeing practical magic in my mind to where when she was young, she had a vision of what she desired in love. And then when she got older, that's when they connected. And oh my God, I didn't even see this card was flipped. Spiritual practices. I'm telling you, August 6th to September 21st, June 21st to August 5th. I really do feel you guys heal each other. You could have even known each other years ago. You throw your head back laughing like a little kid. You think it's strange that, I think it's strange that you think I'm funny because he never did. On a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again. Telepathic. There's already been a connection. There's already been a, maybe even you intend for it to be sexual. Again, also like the true, like, it's not even lust. People lust after you 1,000,000%. I know that all well. It feels like with them though, oh, I walked through the door with you, the air was cold, something about it felt like home somehow. It's kind of like how beautiful All Too Well is by Taylor Swift, but it doesn't end in heartache, you know? Oh. Fragmentation of the soul. I'm working on my self-worth, which is interesting because it was self-love, learning to forgive oneself and others, working with self-worth. Oops. What's under that? Critical junctures. Even just trusting yourself to have fun and to go after it, especially if you have been through a lot of things that you've been healing your inner child. You've been going into self-love. You know, with the sun is victory. Make it brighter for me. Brighter by Rufus Souls playing in my head. Also, 10 of Pentacles, I really do feel like this is something that can go the distance if you let it, and star under that too. It's like one of those things where, especially 8 of Swords and 6 of Cups. Did 6 of Cups come out again? 2 of Wands, you'll never know unless you try. And if you hold yourself back, you're always gonna wonder what if, so you might as well go into it. You're so responsible. You would, oh, 2 crows just laying on the pole together. You wouldn't go into something feeling, you know, you're called it for a reason. I really do feel like this could go the distance if you let it. And it's crazy to think. And there could have been something that you said the day that you guys ran into each other, or like crossed paths, or you saw them for the first time. Again, too, for some of you, I'm hearing again. It just feels like a, that's them. And it could have been a joke, like there's my husband, but like it's a joke. Oop, you were telling the truth, you know? They're big on health too. So they're gonna have commonalities. Time out. Okay. Summer could be significant because that card landed on timeout. So you may be coming more into yourself, and them too. What's gonna be happening now between summer? Domestic harmony, love, partnership, communication. Yeah, the first move will be made. Synchronicity. I really do feel like something perfect is gonna happen. You can even say, universe, set it up for us to cross paths and communicate. Let's see. What does this person want to do? Emperor. Be what they know that you need. Aries energy is significant, but they feel like they want to be a leader, or feel like they're more in a place of higher stature. Like they feel like they want to match your level. That's what I'm getting. Judgment. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. It feels like they really do want to, like they feel serious, like you've almost inspired them to take something seriously and to align with a different caliber of being. I almost feel like there's a part of you that showed them that they're meant for more, you know? It's like when you're in the presence of royalty, it kind of, again, when you meet certain energy, you have to match it. The Fool, Aquarius energy is significant, but also it's like taking a risk, a leap of faith, I feel, towards you. King of Pentacles, they also too, with this desire to be with you or to get to know you, could also spark so much maturity in them and even new opportunities for career. What's going to happen in their life that's going to open up the door? Maybe there's even a part of them that never thought they were going to love again. Chariot, Cancer energy, Empress, Ten of Swords, even healing pain from mother. Also, Two of Cups. There could have been a part of them too that's now healing the part of them that's scared of the ending, Death card. And really allowing something to lay to rest so they can be with, even releasing any fears too. This is really what it feels like, releasing fears. Ooh, what was that? Page of Wands. To come into very creative. They're going to get creative. I also feel like they're very romantic and chivalrous. So they're going to have date ideas. I feel like that's all they want. To be in a position where it's like they can give everyone the good life, you know? So it won't go to waste because I feel like they know a person like you. Not that you're, it just really gives standards, you know? High Priestess. Both of you feel it. And I feel like they also know too that you're spiritual. I wouldn't be surprised if their family was spiritual too. Especially with the mother energy coming through so strong. And the Thong, and then the Empress card, and Eight of Cups. I really do feel like they're going on their own journey. You sparked something in them that desired to go on some sort of inner quest to even discover their own intuition as well. Again, Page of Pentacles, to bring you something of value, to not come in sleazy. You know, I feel like they want to stand out from the rest, and they may feel like you have a lot of potential suitors, and you probably do. Do you pay mind to them? I'm not sure. However, it feels like they're waiting for the perfect opportunity. Tell me more about the situation. When will it unfold? And you might even be saying like, Kayleigh, I don't want to wait that long. You don't have to. I don't blame you. North Node. Talk about destiny. Okay, let's see. Cancer, more mother energy in Venus. Could literally have a Cancer Venus. Also, I feel like they're, both of you are, it's like once you meet each other, it's like, maybe I'm not ready. You kind of go through the motions of coming back out of your shell, you know? Because this really does feel like something that could go the distance and would. I also feel too they've told their friends about you, even if their friends aren't even in the same vicinity, because it almost feels like you'll have their friends starting to look at your social media. Maybe not. Or like they've shown, their friends know who you are. They know what you look like. What else is going to happen? I kind of feel like that's it. What are they looking at the social media for? Five of Wands, Empress. Knight of Wands. Maybe even before they came on a little too lusty, so you don't take them seriously anymore. Nine of Pentacles, yeah. To me, you just look like you're in your own boat. You just look like you're in your own zone, and you probably are. And they also know too that you're not just going to be someone that's like, yeah, you definitely let them take the lead, and then with that, show you if they're even worthy of your time or not. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like you try to tell people who that, if you've ever tried to tell people what you want, they either become it and manipulate it, or they just like give up. Or it's like you, I don't know, there's just something where you're so in your own energy that you're not looking to them to make sure they're doing it right, or else you're gonna feel, yeah, there's just a different type of way that you're going about this, to where it's like you're letting them kind of show you who they are and then see if it aligns with what you want, rather than trying to make them someone that they're clearly not, to fit you, what you desire, you know? That's what I'm getting. It feels like a little bit of a risk or gamble, but also it's so healing. There's so much about inner child. Like you guys play together, you have fun together. It's just a lot of laughter. It's like the connection that feels so beautiful that it's like, yeah, I like this a lot. They make your days brighter is what it feels like, and vice versa. Again, I feel like they're so, which is a good thing that they kind of put you on this pedestal, because it almost feels like they're so grateful to be loved by you that it's the least they can do to make your life easier. It's like they want to make, it's like they literally are wired to make your life easier. It's kind of what it feels like. So it's kind of like if you were to say like, you don't know what you've done for me, and they're like, no, you don't know what you've done for me. Like there's this, but it's healthy. It's a very beautiful, this is a very beautiful sound. Like very, very, very intentional and loyal person too. They do feel very loyal. You just have to ask yourself if you're ready for that. I think you are. Maybe even after a trip or after you travel somewhere, or vice versa. It'll work more beautifully. There's a reason for everything. Just remember that. Trust. I love you so much, Pile Forward. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I post new videos all the time. And follow me on TikTok. I post videos there all the time too. And if you comment what pile you chose in this reading or piles, I will respond with a song for you. So I love you. Have a most beautiful day. Talk soon.